Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's week 18 of the NFL, and it's the final week of the regular season. We're blessed with an extra week this year. And last week was another positive week with the line movers on video picks. So thanks for joining us all year long, guys. We've enjoyed it. It's been our first year at this. So come back next year. We'll have a new podcast name. We'll have some different segments for you. You can send us an email. Let us know what maybe you would like us to talk about, maybe some different things or different strategies you want to know about. The good news is if you've been following us all year long, our future picks from the beginning of the year went 5 for 6. So we cashed 5 out of 6 of those. The only loser was the Browns to win the division. And that came as a loser when Cincinnati beat the Chiefs this past weekend. So again, guys, we are the Line Movers Network. Thank you for joining us. I am Tyler Liddick, joined by Nick Lee and Zach Scarborough. We're going to get into week 18 action, and then we are going to give you our picks, and maybe we'll be back for the playoffs. Maybe we won't. We'll let you know. So let's get started. We have a Saturday night NFC East showdown, Cowboys at Eagles. +7, Eagles, over under 42.5. Zach, we'll let you go first. You are the Cowboys fan on the show.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough game to handicap because, I mean, we're not sure who's going to be playing, especially in the second half, who's going to rest players. And this line opened at like 3.5. It's sitting at 7, which is kind of a big number for this divisional game. But it doesn't really mean much to the Eagles. Both teams have clinched the playoffs. Eagles are going to be the 6 or 7 seed. Not much difference probably there. Cowboys probably have bad taste in their mouth from the Cardinals last week. Probably want to get their offense rolling a little bit, especially in that first half. I don't really have a lean on the line. It's just too many points, and we're not sure who's going to be playing second half. So, but I do like the over. I think 42.5 points is too low here. Even with people out, I still think how many NFC East games I've watched over the years that in 21, 24, 24, 20 in that range, which both get you over. I think 42.5 is a little light. I like the over in this game.
Yeah, I agree with Zach. I think that when you think about defense, you think about emotion, you think about playing and thriving on that emotion. There's not going to be a whole lot of emotion in this game because it doesn't really matter a whole lot to either one of these teams. So I like the over as well. I think the offenses come out and execute. The defense maybe not fired up enough to stop and play physical football. You know, I think that Dallas might play their starters a little bit longer than normal based on the performance, like Zach said last week. They really need to work on getting that running game going for the playoffs. If the running game performs like it did last week, the Cowboys are going to have an early exit. So I think they try to get their running game going, and I like the over as well.
Yeah, no definitive play here for me if you don't know how long the starters are going to play, and when we know that there's literally no effort to put points on the board. Kind of the same thing with the Steelers game on Monday night. We all thought it would eventually go over since the Browns were out of it, and it was Big Ben's last game, and it sadly went under as well. But I think the Cowboys have to get right before going into the playoffs. They're not going to have a week off. They're not going to have an extra week of practice. And the Packers locked up the bye, and Dak Prescott, obviously, they need to work on the running game. I think we're going to see a heavy dose of the running game here from the Cowboys and see if they can get Zeke and Pollard running through their tackles. Obviously, it's never easy against the Eagles and Fletcher Cox, but now's a good time to try. So look for Dak to probably take a few shots downfield, and then probably a heavy dose of the running game. I would probably imagine not seeing too many of the starters in the second half. I don't think they're going to risk getting them all beat up and whatnot. So if I was going to play this, I would probably play Michael Gallup to catch a touchdown. He's been kind of Dak's like go-to target in the red zone. I don't know if it's his favorite receiver, but he is not covered by the 1 and 2 cornerback because of Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. So Gallup's been catching some touchdowns. That's my play on this game.
Is Gallup playing?
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to play. He got injured last week.
When he caught that touchdown and went down on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's got a lower leg injury of some sort. So be careful. Check the injury report on that. I don't know if he's going to play.
Okay, well, if he does play, I like it. If not, well, he might not because resting him for the playoffs as well. So moving on, 49ers at the Rams. We have the 49ers getting +4, and the over under here is 44.5. The Rams have already clinched a playoff spot. 49ers need to win. If they lose this game and the Saints win, they could possibly miss out on the playoffs. So the 49ers are going to need to win this game and hope or lose this game and hope the Saints lose as well. It's better to handle your own business. And with the Rams clinching, what do we see happening with the Rams coaching staff and the Rams offensive play talent? We see him being benched this weekend, Nick?
Yeah, in this situation, I like the Niners here. I think that they need it more than the Rams. Green Bay's already clinched home field advantage. The Rams know that they're hosting the first playoff game for sure. I just don't think it means a whole lot to them. And I think that the Niners need it. I think they're going to play Trey Lance, which their offense looks a little bit more explosive and a little bit more dynamic with Trey Lance behind center. So I like the Niners here. I like Trey Lance to lead them to victory and into the playoffs.
Am I not correct that if the Rams lose and the Cardinals win, don't the Cardinals win the division?
So
They'll
the
both
Rams
have
have clinched the playoffs and the Cardinals have clinched the playoffs, but the Rams do need to win. But they are both in the playoffs.
Yeah. But if the Rams lose and the Cardinals win, the Cardinals will win that division. Yeah. Anyways, no, yeah, I mean, I definitely like the 49ers and the points. That line's come down a few points. I think it opened at 6.5 for the Rams, and it's come down to 4.5. Must-win game for San Fran. Little worried. I know they put both their top corners on COVID. Doesn't mean that they're not going to play, but something to watch. But yes, definitely just means a lot more for San Fran. And what was it? Week 10, San Fran beat them 31-10. So 49ers 6-2 against the spread their last 8 games. Give me the points and give me the Rams. Give me the points and give me San Fran.
Yeah, San Francisco is a team that gives the Rams trouble. I think they're 6-0 against the Rams in their last 6 games, dating back to 2018. So keep that in mind. And also, obviously, the 49ers need it more because that's their playoff berth versus just, the Rams clinching the division and having a home game. Here, basically, I think I'm going to take the 49ers +4. You probably, if the Rams do show an effort, I think it's going to be a close game either way. Definitely if the Rams cornerbacks can't play, because it's going to be a nightmare trying to cover Deebo Samuel. It looks like Brandon Ayuk's now more involved in the offense, which gives you 2 playmakers that are Deebo Samuel type, just not the same size as Deebo Samuel. Brandon Ayuk has all the skills and tools. With that being said, I like the 49ers +4 and 6-0 in their last 6 against the Rams. Let's keep it going. And we have one last game, and it's kind of been a joke on Twitter or gambling universe about what the Chargers and Raiders are going to do on Sunday Night Football. Chargers are laying 3 points going into Las Vegas. The over-under is 49.5. I heard a lot of talk about they should just kneel it down and tie so that the Colts don't get in. What do you guys think is going to happen here, Zach?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be, whoever between Herbert or Carr play better. I think the Chargers are a more talented team with a more talented quarterback and a better coach. But we've both seen both of these quarterbacks play like superstars and then not play so great. They played week 4. Chargers won 28-14. I just don't see the Chargers losing this game. I'm already on the Chargers. They were 2.5. I took them earlier. They're 3 now. I still like it at that. I just think they're the better team with a better quarterback. They're kind of rolling right now. They've scored in their last 5 games. They're scoring 34 points a game, and the Raiders are scoring 16 over the last 5 weeks, 16 points per game. I just don't think they're going to be able to keep pace. So give me the Chargers.
Yeah, I also like the Chargers here. Everything on the line. I like Justin Herbert to play well in this game. I think for Vegas to come out and win this game, they're really going to have to take advantage of the Chargers' porous rush defense, and they're going to get Jacobs going. So I think that Vegas will try to slow the game down slightly, keep it a lower scoring game, keep the ball out of Herbert's hands. But I like the Chargers here. I think that the Chargers' run defense is weak, but I also don't believe in the Vegas offensive line. So I think that's kind of a wash, and I think that Justin Herbert scores enough points to get it done. I like Herbert to cover the spread here, and the Chargers to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, we saw the last game, and Chargers kind of attacked the secondary of the Raiders, and I mean the Raiders secondary has gotten worse since with the players they keep losing, and then obviously the DUI. I think this past weekend. He'll probably won't be playing this weekend. So there's another cornerback down for the Raiders, and the size that the Chargers have for wide receiver and tight end, it's kind of hard to cover when you're down cornerbacks and they're already down, mismatched in size as well. So I like the Chargers as well, -3. I know a lot on the line for Derek Carr. He's been struggling to get back to the playoffs ever since the year they made it to the playoffs, and he broke his leg right before the playoffs. I still like the Chargers here. I'd like to see Justin Herbert sling it around in the playoffs as well. So I'm on the Chargers -3, and that over under 49.5. I feel like we're probably going to see some points in this game, high 20s, maybe a 28-24 or something like that. Kind of some porous defenses. Like Nick said, Raiders know what they have to do, run the ball. And obviously we know what the Chargers are going to do. So those are our picks this week. Our futures are cashed. We're still waiting on the Jamar Chase, Mac Jones decision for Rookie of the Year, although Jamar Chase probably just ran away with it with 246 yards this past weekend. Any other tickets you guys are waiting on for futures? I know none of my futures have actually cashed because DraftKings waits till after the season, but Defensive Player of the Year, I don't know if we're going to get there with Myles Garrett. I think TJ Watt probably took that award with those 3.5 sacks Monday night.
The only one I'm really interested in is the Rookie of the Year right now. That's going to be close. I think that, unfortunately, I think some people might have had their minds made up on Mac Jones prior to last week, but hopefully the people that are out there that watch that game understand that Jamar Chase deserves the award, in my opinion. But I'm biased, so.
No, yeah. I mean, I've got several tickets for Mac Jones, and kind of kicking myself right now because he was -500 last week, and I could have picked up Jamar Chase at +350 or so a week ago, and now he's -250, and Mac Jones is plus money. So kind of kicking myself there because I had just that free hedge opportunity, and I was just like -500. Like, what is Jamar Chase going to do? Especially when Mac Jones and them go out and win 50 to whatever. But yeah, Jamar Chase, 266 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I still think Jamar Chase has been the best rookie on the field. You've seen Mac Jones struggle at times, and you've also seen the Patriots run the ball down people's throat all year long and score a lot of times they have an interchangeable running back system there. So blame it on the system, but I think it's Jamar Chase, man. They also have a stacked wide receiving core, and it's probably hard to line up against those guys and cover the whole field. So I still think Jamar Chase, after the past couple of games, he's had, what do you have? 12 targets, 11 catches, 12 targets, 10 catches, 246 yards, 2 touchdowns. The guy's unstoppable. Probably if he goes out and plays this weekend, has a good week, he's going to set all-time rookie records. I don't know if he's going to beat the yards record, but He's a stud, and I'm excited to see him for many years to come. Aaron Rodgers, where do we think he's going to go next year, folks?
I think he stays in Green Bay.
He ain't going anywhere.
You don't think so?
No, I think he's gonna. Very good chance he wins a Super Bowl this year with the home field advantage. They've also got the upper hand that he's already had COVID, so probably less likely for him to test positive again. I mean, you never know, but a lot of these teams still have players that haven't gone out from COVID, so that'll be an interesting dynamic as we move here into the playoffs and who's going to be playing and who's not.
How about Russell Wilson? Where's he going?
Ooh. Definitely not staying in Seattle. We know that.
I think he's out of Seattle. I think maybe Denver. Denver's a good landing spot for Russell Wilson.
Would be.
Yeah, I'm worried about Pittsburgh and Denver for Aaron Rodgers. Other than that, I think it kind of is going to come down to what Devontae Adams can do. If they can sign them both, I think we can see Rodgers stick around. But somebody puts money up to take both of them. I think Rodgers could go with Devontae Adams. That connection's special. So
maybe the best I've ever seen. It's absolutely. I mean, it was just incredible.
And that might be the first time we ever see both of them a free agent at the same time go to the same team. These guys, they are special. So it would be. I know we've seen it with Packers receivers before they go elsewhere and they're not as good. And I don't want to see that with Devontae Adams, but I think it would probably still be the case. And it's a shame, but yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is as special as anyone. So that's week 18, guys. Come back for the playoffs, come back for more picks. We had a great season this year. Total, we were probably 30 or 40 games over 500 altogether cumulatively. Every single one of us was over 500 individually. Check Nick out on the Iowa Wise Guys podcast weekly. You can check us out for golf starting up next week, tennis all year long, and college basketball. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy this week 18, extra week of football, and we'll see you for the playoffs.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.